Hello and welcome to BizCrunch, the #1 way to find, outreach to and track off-market SMB M&A deals in the UK. I'm going to walk you through how this works. We'll do a search, we'll save to a collection, we'll send a campaign, and we'll look at our brand new company insights feature. So the BizCrunch search is super intuitive and easy to use. We have every company in the UK with a revenue of about $1 million plus. We have a location or radius-based search. Let's just do a London-based search for now. You can search for a postcode or any particular region in the UK. We provide trading and registered addresses, which is great for those of you that send letter-based outreach. For the industry, we obviously have all the companies within the Companies House industry tree, and you can just select one from this list. You can include or not include. We also have our AI company search, which has just come out of beta, and it looks at the keywords on a company's website to ascertain what they actually do. We add to that list every single week. For now, let's pull one from the list. We'll go with manufacturing, and we'll move on to revenue. So on revenue, we'll see we have this estimated BizCrunch revenue. This is a bit of our secret sauce. So as I'm sure you know, companies that turn over less than 10 mil a year don't have to publicly report their revenue. So we have looked at all of the accounts on Companies House and run it through a proprietary algorithm to ascertain what their revenue is. And it's very accurate, and it will help you to perform your search, shine a light on the 97% of companies that don't report their revenue within that range. So I am looking for companies with a revenue between 1 and 10 mil. And at this point, I say to my users to perform a search, and we'll build this as our top of funnel, because the filters that come next, the smart acquire and the advanced filters, those are all about segmentation. So as you're going to run your campaigns on the site, I always say to people, have one eye on your campaigns, build a top of funnel, and then we can segment those into lists to then send our letters and emails to. So here's my top of funnel list, and I can save that list here, call it the top of funnel, whatever you would like, and then I can go back to it again from the Save Filters tab. I'm going to do some segmentation right away. So our smart acquire filters that I spoke to lots of users and asked them, what's the data point you'd like to know at a snapshot that you can't get anywhere else? And this is what they asked for. So we have leverageable, which is a low debt to asset ratio, profitable, established, it's been around for more than 15 years, it's survived a recession. Retiring owner is probably one of the most popular buttons on our site, and it looks at the entire ownership group, the entire PSC group, to ensure they're all at least 55 plus. And simple ownership looks at group structure and the number of PSCs. So it's not owned by more than one other parent company, and it doesn't have more than 4 PSCs. They haven't got a huge board, isn't part of a group, and therefore less likely to sell. So the two that are most important to me are probably established and retiring owner, and that's going to cut the list down to 319 entries. The advanced filters would take me too long to go all the way through in this video, but please do take the time to go through them on your own. You can search for individual companies. You can pull out anything in particular from the balance sheet or the P&L. You can look at the ownership structure, all sorts of things that you can do from within here. One thing that I will talk about is our direct PSC email filter. So we have a database, a growing database of direct PSC emails, and you can turn on whether you only want to see results with emails from within here. So let's do that, and then we will return to our search. Okay, so we have our search in front of us, and this is now an exercise in choosing which companies we want to save to a collection and which ones that we don't. So you can scroll through here and you get a kind of snapshot of data from this point, but you can also click the See More button and we can see a bit more information about this company. We can also look at company insights, any one of these businesses from within here, but we'll go back to that in the collection stage. Let's save this to a collection and then we'll do some research from within there. So the next step is the collection saving. It's essentially a deduplicated list. So you can save your search, and multiple people in your organization can save to this search, and you can build up a collection of lots of different searches. So we'll call this a demo list, and we can come back to this list and do all of our outreach. So from here, we can view the collection or we can start the campaign right away. We'll view the collection first, but you can just go straight to the campaign builder from here. So here are all of my previous collections, and you can click this view collection button here, and we can do some company management. We can remove people from this list, and we can also at this point start to look at company insights. So if you see this eye here, you can click on any one of these companies and it will provide you with an insights page related to that company. So here we have for Din Metal, we have a company summary, shareholder ownership distribution, which is a very easy one for this one. Classifications, any keywords that we have for our AI keyword search, estimated revenue trend and profit trends. We work with a range, so you'll get a slightly thicker band rather than a straight line here. Anything to do with assets, total liabilities charts, and we have a net asset value trend, and we can do that for any of the companies within our collection. Just simply come to this page and hit the pink I button, and you can also access that from within the search. Let's start a campaign. So we're going to hit this new campaign button and we can choose here whether we do an email, a letter, or an email and letter campaign. Let's go for both and I can walk you through how that works. So we're going to name our campaign here. I'll call mine email and letter. We're going to select our collection. I will choose a smaller one just for the sake of a demo because it runs a little bit faster. Obviously, there's a bunch of processing work that needs to go on. We handle everything for you behind the scenes to make this as quick and easy as possible. So your customizations are just your return contact info. So what's the name of your holdco, phone number, website address, and we add that to the bottom of all your letters and emails. There's another step that comes after this where we ask you to create a domain. So we create a domain that kind of mirrors your web domain or your email domain currently. We build a mailbox for you and we warm it up. You should never use your own primary mailbox when sending cold emails. So we do all that for you. And once warm up completes, we send your campaign. And that way we can always keep an eye on it and keep it safe for you. So you'll have to do that step when you get to this step. But for now, we move into the meat of the campaign builder, which is where we begin to edit the email. So we provide you with a template, but we do advise that you put it into your own words. We also come with a templated campaign. So we send one email, we send another one a couple of days later, another one a week after that. Never just send one email when you're sending out cold emails. It's always best to stay front of mind. And you can personalize this template with any of these personalization parameters pulled from the company information. And it's the same thing again with the letter. So customize your paragraphs, use any of these customization parameters. You can always preview your letter here to see if it looks and feels the way that you would like it to do. And once you're happy with both of those, you hit save and proceed. You check the campaign summary. And if you're happy with everything you see here, you hit start campaign. And then when you go back to your campaigns, you'll see lots of great information here about your sends and your opens and your clicks and any bounces and everything like that is managed within there. Now, it used to end here, but now we take you through to our deal tracker. So our deal tracker is a really smart M&A focused CRM system, essentially. So here are some example deals that I've built in here. But what deal tracker will do for you is look at your return emails. So anyone that responds to your campaigns from within BizCrunch and any that send any positive sentiment, anyone that looks interested, we will add them direct to this interest board for you. And from there, you can track the progress of that deal from interest, research, offer, heads of terms, due diligence, SPA, and all the way to deal completion. Mine are all example companies, but we can open one up and take a look. And as you can see, we have the company name, the ID number. You can store the website, change the deal stage from within here. You can upload any deal documents. You can add any notes, any research information. If you add an offer, you can save the offer here to keep track of that. You can add your heads of terms here. Any DD work here will take you through to a virtual data room, of which the BizCrunch virtual data room is coming very soon, which is also super exciting. You can upload your SPA here when you have it, and then when it's time to complete, you can update the deal with completion. And that is the BizCrunch operating system for SMB M&A. We add new features all of the time, so please stay tuned. And if you need anything, please do let me know. We're always happy to answer questions and take feedback to add to our roadmap. Until then, keep on crunching.